Yes, we're live.
Okay.
I can see us on YouTube. That's too cute. I gotta close this so it doesn't echo though. Let me mute it real quick. Now let me get on here and see if I can find it. I don't know if I can get in my own live. Listeners and watchers, if you happen to be here, we're about to start a podcast, but we're trying to organize how to do this live on YouTube. Let's see. It doesn't show that I'm live on my phone. I was hoping I could see the comments that way, but maybe I can be actually on YouTube. So let me try that. I can see us on YouTube. I have it paused. I'll hit play. I had to fast forward. Okay, so my phone. I was hoping I could see the comments that way, but maybe I can be actually on YouTube. So let me try. Let me see what goes on here. On YouTube, I have it paused. I'll hit play. I had to fast forward. It hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah.
That way, but maybe I can be actually on YouTube. So let me try and see what goes on here. This isn't working, man. Okay. This is how you do it because I can see the chat and everything. But I'm like dragging and lagging, Donna, from the YouTube. Sorry, listeners and watchers, we're trying to figure this out. So I think we're going to be on a delay, Donna. Can you hear me?
Okay.
And
I can hear you fine.
you do it because I can see the chat and everything. But I'm like, let me think about this. I need headphones. That's what I need. Let me grab my headphones. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Entertain our listeners and watchers.
Okay. Listeners and watchers, you can't see it, but I'm actually tap dancing. It's the only form of entertainment I can offer at the moment. I guess we could have gone with this when it wasn't Mercury retrograde. That would have been one choice. Anyway, we were eager and excited to do it. So thanks for bearing with us. It'll be interesting. We'll get the bugs worked out and it'll be perfect.
It will be fun. We're getting there. We're trying things
Yeah.
out, peoples. And we have some exciting news once we get this going. So if anyone's here, please say hello. We would love to see you say hello so we know what it's like when someone says something. Let's see. This isn't gonna work where I get on my own. Oh, here it is. Our live is here. I can watch it on here, Donna. Oh, this is gonna
Cool.
make this so much easier if it shows the comments.
Cool.
Let's see. It does. Okay. This is gonna be
Wonderful.
great. I don't need my headphones.
Wonderful.
I just need to close this or minus it out or something. Okay, let's see if this will work now.
All righty.
I'm not echoing. You're not
Nope.
echoing.
Nope.
All the energies are coming together. They're
Yeah.
all coming together. Donna, would you like to show the listeners and the watchers our little surprise, timey little thing? What are these? What is this? What do you think this is for?
What could that be for?
I don't know, but this is Lisa Russick
And this is Donna Murphy.
with the podcast We Are All Psychic, and we have some big news for you today. But first, Donna, do you think we're all psychic?
I absolutely think we're all psychic.
Yay! And I do too. And listeners and watchers, this is a live video on YouTube, right meow. And we're doing a live on YouTube for the first time. So we'll probably mess up. I've got the little thing pulled up to where you can comment. And what we're gonna start doing, this is so exciting. We're both really excited about doing this. So in 2 weeks from today, we're gonna start every single Sunday, and we're gonna do it. What time do we decide on, Donna, for
We
Sundays?
haven't.
We haven't decided. We're gonna say 6 o'clock p.m. on Sunday Central Time right now.
Central
We may
time.
change that, subject to change, but we'll,
The
we'll let
subject to
you keep
change,
in
but
the
for right now,
right now. That's the plan.
that's our
And
schedule.
so these little hourglasses we're going to give you 5-minute free readings if you join and want to have a free reading. And that's what we're going to do. And at the end of the hour, of this is going to be a podcast episode, but the other ones for these lives that we're going to do every Sunday, it's just they're just going to be fun, for you to learn like what a reading is like and trust your intuition. And that's why we're doing a pick a card at the end. So you'll get to pick a card, all of you, out of four cards. She'll have two and I'll have two. And we'll discuss about how your week might go. And the main thing we want to do is give advice because that's what we do on our app, the job we work at, Everclear. We love giving
Yes.
advice because we I don't personally like to give advice unless I'm asked for it. So it's really nice that it's my job. They don't have to ask and I just do it. So listeners and watchers, we thought just for this first short little live, we would give each other a reading, couple of readings or something to give you an idea of how far 5 minutes can go.
And
And a
actually
little
go. Yeah.
taste of us giving read, see what it's like, see if it's something you want to do. And if anyone happens to pop in, I see we have one person watching. It looks like it's me. I'm watching.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna pull myself a card.
Well, you get to ask
It
yourself a
wants.
question. There
I'm
you go.
making plans to do a new project right now with Donna and my listeners and the watchers.
Yes.
That's
This is
very
our new project, and
nice.
I'm gonna pull a card for myself also. Lisa is using the Rider Waite Tarot. I am using the Thoth Tarot because those are the cards I use most of the time. Okay, and I have pulled up the Two of Wands.
Ooh,
So
choices. What is it in the Thoth? Is it
a lot of
choices too?
the Two of Wands, not so much about choice, more about creative energy with a certain amount of I'm going to say friction, and by friction I don't necessarily mean conflict. It's rubbing two sticks together to start a fire, right? You've got to have something, you've got to have an impetus to make things, you've got to have an impetus to get things
Well, I pulled
going.
the three and you pulled the
The two.
two.
Yeah.
And if you put them together, that's the Five of Wands, and we're solving problems for other
Yes,
people
we
doing
are.
readings. We hope anyway. We're helping you
Yeah.
find solutions in 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really the goal, is to help give you some guidance and advice and direction and something that will help you, move forward in your life in a way that's meaningful. And also, when we do sort of the card draw or the card choice at the end of each live, that'll be sort of, I'll say, kind of general guidance
Yeah.
for everybody who's participating for that week. So things to look for, things to pay attention to, things to focus on, things to watch out for, maybe even too. If there's a pitfall, if there's a pothole in the road, steer around it. So
Exactly.
that's
And
yeah.
also, I would like to say that if you don't know what a pick a card is and you're kind of new to this stuff, I'll be holding probably two cards like this.
Mhm,
And Donna will be holding two cards, and
mhm,
you'll pick which one you want. You just pick with
mhm,
your intuition, and it's parts of mom. I love pick a cards. That's what I wanted to
mhm.
do for that for. And you trust your intuition, and you take what resonates and leave the rest, is what most people say with readings. If that
Yes.
basically, if think anything that doesn't make sense,
Mhm.
it's like, well, keep it in mind because it might make sense later. But if it doesn't,
Yeah.
sometimes it just doesn't. We're not perfect, dude. We do our
Right.
best though. So,
Yeah.
take what that's what we hear that take what resonates and leave the rest. That's what that means. Like take out of the
Mhm.
reading what you can. Don't worry about anything else. And
Right.
that's kind of my
Exactly.
advice to you getting into this if you've never done this before. And
Yeah.
we don't have anyone in here right now. It's just you and me, Donna. So for an example, we're going to show you. We'll do a pick a card too. You want to do a pick a
Yeah.
card as well? We're going to
Sure.
do a reading for each other and show
Yeah.
you how much you can get out of 5 minutes. So
Yes.
do you want to go first or do you want me to do you first?
Um, I will do your reading for you first.
Okay.
So go
So
ahead.
how we're
You got your timer glass. You got your
Yeah, what we're gonna do,
hourglass. Yeah.
listeners, is while she does the
Yeah.
readings, I'm gonna hold the 5 minute
Yeah.
timer. And while I do reading, she's gonna hold the green 5 minute timer. Okay, well, tell me when you're ready and I'll flip flop it.
All right. Now, do you have a specific question, or are we taking a general
How
good for you?
about
Or
general? Just general. I don't
okay.
really have a question right now. I mean, I have a lot of questions, but I can't think of
Yeah.
one to pin down. Just generally,
Okay.
what's the vibe in my life? Where am I heading?
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll start the timer just as soon as I throw some cards.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're ready to go.
Okay.
So, I think really the thing that you're focused most on right now is how to bring certain things to a close. And it's a very natural closure. None of this feels forced. None of this feels like it is necessarily a negative. But there is an opportunity here. It's like when you have too many tabs open on your computer,
That's what I feel
or
like
on your
right
phone. It's
now.
like you got to start shutting down, it's just natural. You have to shut down some tabs. Part
I've
of the
had
reason
to, and
you,
I have to still. Yeah.
yeah. And part of the reason for that is that you need those resources. There's going to be resources then that you can use elsewhere that are more in service to you, that is more, going to be more to your benefit than continuing to have that energy sort of hanging out there, not really doing what it was once meant to do and not available for what you're intending going
That is
forward.
very good advice. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I've been
So,
trying to do that. It is hard to let
yeah,
go of old things sometimes in the habits more than
yes,
anything, the
absolutely.
habits.
Yeah, absolutely. We get all of us in a comfort zone, which I mean, I think we all know what that is. The problem is comfort zones sometimes are not really actually very comfortable when it
Or they're
comes
not
right
good
down.
for
They're
us and we
familiar.
don't know any
I
different.
Right. Well, I would almost prefer to call them familiarity zones because we're there because it's
Yes.
familiar, not necessarily because it's comfortable.
Okay. Okay.
So, two things. If this is your own energy coming through, I have the Prince of Wands coming through for you. So, if that's your own energy, then there's a real opportunity here for, again, a lot of creative sparking going on. Also, what and who has access to your energy is going to be an important point to monitor,
Okay.
because again, this takes us back to kind of the idea of how you're best using the resources that you have
Yeah.
in service to what you're trying to accomplish and what you both need and want. So the idea that on a more surface level, I'm not saying superficial, I'm just saying more of a surface level, um, you can determine who has access to that. And you can also then determine who has access to whatever might go deeper than that. But you're going to have to be kind of your own, for lack of a better word, kind of your own gatekeeper, because
Okay.
not everybody gets the VIP access,
Ooh,
basically.
that's a good way to put it. Yeah, and I'm working on boundaries. It's been a long, long process of 6 years of trying to do
Yeah.
it the compassionate way, not to be angry, try to think before I react and stuff like that. And it's been challenging, you
Yeah,
know.
it often is. Boundaries are sometimes somewhat flexible,
Yeah.
but also and sometimes semi-permeable, but they still need to be there. And we still need, again, to kind of monitor and check in
Yeah.
to make sure that our boundaries aren't actually being violated, either
Right.
us or by others.
Right.
The other thing that's interesting about this is, and I think most people who've watched you and or who've had readings with you or whatever know that you do have an absolutely delightful sense of humor. There's a really great opportunity coming up to actually use, and your humor is never cruel.
Interesting. I wonder what that would
Never
be.
cruel. It's never there's nothing mean-spirited about it.
I'm goofy.
But
I'm really silly.
but getting an opportunity to actually be a little bit silly
I love that. I need that. Lighten up
and
and
to
have
use
some
your
fun. Get
humor,
paid
yeah,
for it? What? Or even if it's an
yeah.
opportunity to have fun, I'm down. You
Exactly.
know?
And I believe that you will be having that, most definitely. Now, if this is an external influence, there may be somebody that comes into your life that's a creative connection. Most likely it will be male, but not absolute. That's not an absolute certainty because again, this is an energetic thing. Even though the court cards are gendered, it's not tied necessarily to somebody's either biological sex or even um their identifying
I know. Yeah, I
gender.
agree with you. Yeah. It's like the energy,
So
the masculine
it's the
energy.
energy, right? So, and if you do meet this
Uh-oh.
person, oh, Yeah, I know. I'll wrap up. If you do meet this person within the next week or so, there's a really nice creative spark going on there. It doesn't necessarily at this point feel
I'm looking
romantic.
to play in a band, play bass in a band. That's what I would love to do right now.
Wonderful.
Like,
And I think that that opportunity will come up. You're going to find I'm going to say over the next week, probably up to about the next 6 weeks, especially once we're out of retrograde, that there's a lot of opportunity here to rebalance a lot of things. And it's
okay.
going to feel very welcome and it's going to feel very stabilizing, but it's going to be stabilizing while you're still able to move forward. Stable won't mean static, it won't mean standing still.
Okay, good, good. Thank you, Donna. That was freaking amazing. That made me feel better. Y'all see how that was 5 minutes and maybe just like a couple 10 seconds more.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's a
thank
lot of, I
you.
mean, there's a lot
You
of
covered a lot of crap.
yeah, there's a
And it
lot of
is, it's really
information.
true. It's spot on. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited about what's might
Yeah.
happen in both the energy of the Knight of Wands and it possibly being a creative someone I work with. Either way, it
Yes.
makes I love the Knight of Wands. And listeners and watchers, I was trying to decide if I should use my Kitty Quest hero instead of the Rider Waite. And I decided to use the Rider Waite for this intro, but the on the bottom of my deck was my Princess of Wands, and that is Morgana. Then she's called the favorite. So I just wanted to bring that up. I don't know why. Prince of Wands, Princess of Wands, you know.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay, Donna, it's up to you. You got to get your
All
timer.
right.
Get
All
your
right.
timer. Do you have any questions?
I think I would also kind of like a general, and I know sometimes readers, especially for shorter readings, are like, oh, don't let it
I
be a
love a
general.
general.
I love a general. The thing is, and I tell clients this all the time, understand that if you ask me for a general, first of all, I'm going to share everything I see and feel or whatever. But if, as we're doing the general, you are getting information that wasn't necessarily the information you were particularly looking for, then you don't want a general. You have a question, please ask.
Yes. And you can
Otherwise,
interrupt us.
yeah, even say, hey, look, that just made me think of whatever it is, then we can shift, right?
Yes.
But rather than sit there and go, well, yeah, it's kind of general, it's like, well, yeah, because it's
The general reading. Well, I have this one spread I do for general readings. It's
yeah,
6 cards, and then I'll throw
yeah,
some more on there maybe.
yeah.
I'll do that for you. What's up with you? Four of Cups reversed. What are you doing? Knight of Pentacles. And why? The Five of Wands reversed.
Okay.
Oh my
Interesting.
goodness, wow. Okay, your outcome is the Ten of Cups reversed, and your advice is the Knight of Swords reversed. And the reading is about the Seven of Wands. That's the insight card. So how I
Okay.
read this, what's up with you? Four of Cups reversed. I feel like you've got this like really great idea about something that you want to do creatively or emotionally or something. You really have it and you're ready to burst out with it. It feels like. And then what you're doing is the Knight of Pentacles. So you're trying to find something practical about it, to do it in a practical way. So you haven't told anyone yet, is what I think. It's like an idea brewing, an emotional
Yes.
project. And the reason is the Five of Wands reverse. It's like this is a competition card for me a lot, and sometimes it's a really, really heavy card. But for looking at these, I really feel like it's like trying to change the world, trying to calm this kind of stuff down with some kind of gentle approach. And this is what this is about, standing up for what you believe in and fighting for what you believe in. And as the advice being the Knight of Swords reverse, I feel like this might be in if you were set, let's just say you're involved in politics or something like that. Maybe there would be an incident like this. So the Knight of Swords reversed is like, the advice here is like, remember, not everyone's as smart as you. And another thing about this is, be careful of how you say things and be aware that a lot of people are lying around in this situation, maybe, or exaggerating, possibly, or saying things they don't mean just to get rises out of you, is what I'm hearing from Sam. That kind of happens. And the advice is to just keep your cool like you always do and
Mhm.
say it when you need to. He says you always do. Like, oh, listeners and watchers, when I do cards, I work with Sam and Morgana, my spirit guides. So that's who I just referenced was my spirit guide, Sam. And so the outcome being the Ten of Cups reversed, I kind of want to look at that another card. And I get Judgment reversed, and then I get the Hierophant reversed. So okay. So whatever this idea is you have for an outcome, I feel like what it's saying is it won't fulfill you as much as you think it will, but it will enhance your abilities and see the Hierophant reversed for me is like the tarot reader. It's like the unconventional healer.
Right.
not like not like, I don't think of this guy as strict, but I think of him as traditional, upright Hierophant. And reversed, I think of him as an unusual healer. So I feel like whatever the situation is here for you, if it is a political or job related thing in some way, it's one of those things where you have to compromise. And someone once said to me, and I don't like this, but he said to me, in a good compromise, everybody's a little disappointed.
Well,
And
actually,
that's
but
kind of the
actually, he's
message I'm
correct.
hearing.
Yeah.
But
No,
whatever
actually,
it
he's
is that you're
correct.
doing, it grows
And
your
yeah,
intuition and all this stuff a lot.
yeah, that's actually true of every negotiation, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, and
But yes,
Morgana's, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Morgana's coming through with you're gonna have oh, she just said it. What was it? She's saying there's like a big opportunity coming up for you to possibly progress farther with this situation in your standing, is how she puts it.
okay,
I don't know. Let me pull a card on that. I get the Queen of Swords. So take that as you will. Maybe
okay,
you could be doing more speaking or
okay,
something like that. So that's yours. And I
yeah,
guess did I? Oh, I'm not done yet.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
it
no,
has
you
been
are.
done. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just wrecked. So,
Good. Okay. That was 5 minutes,
huh,
listeners, watchers.
yeah. I mean, again, very relevant, very much spot on. A lot to think about, but this is really, I think a lot of people think about, a short reading or a mini reading or 5-minute reading or whatever. And it's like, well, it isn't gonna, it isn't gonna be complete, or it isn't going to really get into anything that's really valuable. And I think we just showed that it absolutely can, does, and will. And it's really something that I think is I don't want to sound like I'm being critical, but I think it's kind of better than a lot of the general readings that are often broken up by they're broken into like
Taurus, Gemini, Aries,
astrological
like yeah,
sign
every
or
single
whatever.
Taurus. It's hard. It's hard to break
Yeah,
through stuff,
that's really difficult because
Yeah.
let's
That's
face
why I
it,
like pick a card.
yeah, because there are obviously thousands of people, and I'm not dissing any of those readers or saying they're not good
No.
readers. I just think it would be really difficult to find that that's relevant for even the majority of people based just on their sun sign.
Yeah,
That
and you know
just
what
like
I find is that the tarot readers who do it that way and they break it
mm,
down
mm,
into zodiac signs,
mm,
if I find one that has me right, they
yeah,
always have me right. I have to find
mhm,
the one who does me right. The tarot readers
yeah,
interpreting for a
yeah,
Taurus.
right,
And I don't think that she would or he would work for every
yeah,
Taurus, but that one's mine, of a
right.
few
That one is
astrologers
the
I'll
one you
follow or
claim. Yeah,
something.
exactly,
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Yeah. So listeners and watchers, I guess here I would like to thank our sponsor, Everclear. Everclear is an advice app and website where you can get advice
Mhm.
from psychics and empaths so you can get the clarity you need to create the life you deserve, what we're doing right now. And we are
Yes.
both advisors on Everclear, and we're going to put our information in the description for you whenever I do that. And
Mhm.
I am Lisa Russick on there if you want more of a reading with me.
And I am Donna Murphy on Everclear. So you can look for either one or both of us on the app and or on your laptop.
Absolutely.
And yeah, and Lisa, I don't know if you post a schedule. I do that I try to keep to. It doesn't
I do
always work,
too.
but anyway, yeah. And also you can message, so you can always ask,
Yes,
are you available?
on
Yeah,
Everclear, the website or
yeah,
the app, wherever you are logged in,
yeah,
we have a portal and you can
yeah,
just, it's free to write through the portal. So
yeah,
you can say, hey, I was on your live and I wanted to continue the reading. And you remember, whatever
yeah.
you want to do on the portal.
Right. When is your what when are you on next?
Yeah, when are you on next? Can you
Whatever.
log in
Yeah,
now? Like I
yeah,
prefer people to write me and when they want the reading and then I can
yeah.
log in for them. That
If
way
I'm
it's,
able, yeah. And if I'm able, I certainly will.
yes,
It
I
just
always will.
depends on
Yeah.
what else, yeah, it just depends on what else is going on. But sometimes people are like, hey, can you be available XYZ? And I'm like, sure,
Most of the time I can be because I live
yeah,
alone. This is my
yeah,
only really gig in the podcast. So yeah, it's really
yeah,
fun. I love doing,
yeah.
I want to do another one. I see we have another person in here. It says top messages and then two
Hmm.
people. I don't know who the other person is, but hey, listener or watcher.
Yeah,
And if
hello.
you would like to leave a comment, we'll give you a free 5 minute reading right now if you want to
Yeah.
ask a question or anything, if you're not going to
Mhm.
be shy.
Yeah.
I'll pull a card for you anyway, since you're not going to say anything. I got the Four of Swords reverse. You're not going to say anything. You really need a break, is what this says. You need a break. You're overthinking things a little bit too much, is what I'm hearing from the guides. And you're onto it though. They're saying you're on the right track, but rest your mind a little bit and
Mhm.
like do something with your hands, physical, to get out of your head, and then the answer comes. Like when
Right.
I was a writer, I would take showers every like when I got to I would write the whole book in my head or in an outline or whatever, and then I would
Mhm.
leave the end open. And when I got to the end of the book, I'd take a shower, and the
Yeah.
end came to me in the shower every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I get out and real quick write it,
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's kind of what I'm feeling for you, listener, watcher who says you are there, but I can't see that your name is or anything. So now we'll do our pick a card for
Yeah.
anyone who's watching this repeat or the one watcher we have right now. We're
Mhm.
gonna each draw two cards
Mhm.
and hold them out for you, and we'll let you pick what you want, and we'll give you guidance for the week ahead. And today's Sunday, March 15th, the Ides of March on
Yes.
2026. So here's one of mine. This is my number one, my righty, my lefty.
Mhm. Mhm.
What's yours? What's your righty and lefty?
Here's my left. Here's my right.
Okay, guys, look at these cards and
Mhm.
then use your intuition. Just kind of think, zone in, take a deep breath, and go with which one you're drawn to, or two, or three, or all four of them. Just trust your intuition and go for it. Did you pick one, Donna? I picked one. I picked two. Okay. All right, I'll go first. I'll
Okay.
do one first. So if you picked my righty, you get the Ten of Cups reverse. So what the guidance might be is that you really need to spend some time alone with your partner if you have one. And if you don't, it's kind of speaking of some regrets from the past may come up. But I feel like this week you may be kind of thinking about the past and how things used to be, and you're comparing it maybe now to what you want now, as far as especially family and love and friendships and all the things that makes your heart really happy. And kind of feel like it hasn't been there for you lately. So that's what you're looking for. And this is saying it's coming soon. You're at the right point to realizing you can do something about it, and you will. So that's what I'm getting for this
Nice.
one for the guidance of the
Okay.
week ahead. And the advice, I guess, would be just try to keep that positive attitude and spend time alone with your mate,
Mhm.
your person, if you have a person and can do that.
Mhm.
Okay, Donna, you want to do a
Okay.
card?
I picked your left.
You pick
So
my left? Oh, you want me to do
I
my
picked your
left? I
left.
picked my
Yeah.
left too as one of my
Yeah.
cards. I get the Two of Cups reversed.
Mhm.
So, this is kind of like unreciprocated feelings, or it could be a misunderstanding between two people and you need to work it
Mhm.
out. That might happen this week. And it can also be there's a lot. The Two of Cups is usually upright. It's like a romantic card. And or friendship card, new people
Mhm.
getting together. And this can be like a friendship that needs to be repaired, is what I'm hearing here. Fix something or someone will fix it for you is what I think will be happening. And the advice is follow your heart and trust your intuition when this person or you decide to communicate again, and be honest.
Mhm.
Okay, your turn.
Great
I picked
advice.
your, I don't know, the one on, well, I'll tell you when you hold it up. I picked
Okay.
two. I picked this one and one of yours.
This was the one you picked though, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well, interesting. We have the Queen of Swords.
I get that a lot
So
lately.
for me, and I know a lot of people think of that as a negative card. I don't
I
really know
love
why.
her. I love her.
Um, the Queen of Swords is very insightful. She has a very keen intellect. So not only intelligence, but also a certain amount of wisdom, good judgment. Discernment is the word I like to
Yes,
use
that's what I've been working on.
because she's very, very uh
That goes with
careful.
my Two of Cups card that I
Yes,
picked
it does.
too.
Yes, it does. And
Yeah.
it goes with the idea of being again discerning and aware, not analytical like robotically or in a machine like way, but using real data. I'll say real data, right? Real
Yeah.
data, including real experience. What is a person's behavior? What are their words? Are their words and their behavior matching? All of those things come in to making good choices. And again, conserving or reserving your time and your energy and all of your resources, going all the way back to kind of the
Hmm.
beginning, so that they're best utilized individually and then also in relationship.
Good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And you got
Yep,
one
you're
more
welcome.
card for us, listeners, watchers. Last card. You have the other
Oh,
card still.
oh, okay. And actually, I didn't know we were going to do both, so I flipped her away. That was, pardon me, actually the Princess of Swords, which in many decks is called the Page. Um, now um, there, I think there is also discernment being used. The idea there is clear messaging, both sending and receiving, sending, transmitting and receiving. But the other thing is too, a lot of times with the Princess of Swords, the energy I get is someone who is carrying a burden that isn't hers to carry. So going back to things like boundaries, going back to things like understanding what you're responsible for versus what you're not responsible for. To put it in the vernacular, there are me problems and there are you problems. And so, being able to not um, fall under the weight of someone else's issues or carrying burdens, whether that's shame or guilt or responsibility that truly isn't yours to bear. And knowing when to say, okay, I'm cutting that off because I have to do what is right and correct and proper for me.
I love that. That's a really great interpretation of like I think Page of Swords, but Princess of Swords sounds much better
Mm-hmm.
than the
Yeah.
Page. She's a
Yeah.
spy.
Yes.
So it sounds like we have a week ahead of us if these cards are reading right. We have a week ahead of us of really deep introspection, trying to figure
Yeah.
out where we stand, what we want to do, and making boundaries, and
Yeah.
how to make ourselves the happiest. Maybe some
Yeah.
alone time with a sweet, sweet lover.
Yes.
Maybe. Or it could be a good friend. Could be just a
Yes,
really good friend that
exactly.
you haven't seen in a while. You really need to get some stuff straightened out. Maybe that's going on. Or,
Mhm.
if you got that Queen of Swords, you got to say something to somebody, maybe. Or, for that Ten of Cups reverse bothers me. I don't like it. But it can mean it. The very first deck I ever used to learn traditional Rider-Waite tarot was the Mystical Cats Tarot.
Mhm.
And that is where I got that from. So to be alone with your mate with the Ten
Yeah.
of Cups. Or your kids are driving you crazy, go be alone with your
Yeah.
husband. Of course, they call it mate because it's a cat deck. So that's why I said
Uh,
that earlier. Oh my goodness. So how'd you like this, Donna? Did you have fun?
yeah, it was great. It was great fun. And hopefully people will enjoy this and people will get an opportunity to connect with us. I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be terrific.
I do too. I think it's gonna be great, guys. And
Yeah.
thank you so much as always for watching and listening. Thank you, Donna. Thank you so
Mm,
much. And listeners,
always.
always. And listeners and watchers, we love you. Sorry,
Yes, we
hourglass
do.
card.
Oh, I'm not even sure I can do that. There we go.
May you have a wonderful time, and we will see you in 2 weeks, hopefully live.
Yeah.
And we'll let you know the time. We'll put out some stuff, and you'll
Yes.
find out. I might add it in the description of this one when we have the time pinned down for you guys.
Yes.
So, listeners and watchers, thank you so much for watching and listening. And whatever you may be doing, you're sitting here watching this. Have a great time doing it. And now it's
Yeah.
over.
Bye for now. Love you lots.
Love you lots. Bye.
Bye.